That's the reality for last about 25 years. Obviously, during next 3 years, there won't be any class. I'm just reminding you, there won't be any class, won't be any guides, and you'll have to open your textbooks and read them. At the same time, reading textbooks can become cumbersome, but there are two faculties in front of me just listening to this webinar. One is from science and one is from arts. I always say for science students, two requisites are very, very important. First is asking questions. 5 W's and 1 H about anything. Ka, kadi, kema, kashala, kuthi. Or when, where, why, what and how. You must ask these questions about anything just to start in the science as a career as such. Because you have chosen the science degree, you are learning in the science degree. Subject-wise, I am going to say what careers arise out of it and what needed out of it. But asking questions is the first prerequisite right from today. Next requisite is keen observation. What is keen observation? In this webinar, what happened, who spoke, what were the topics, this is irrelevant. How this webinar was conducted, what are the basis of this webinar, what technologies were used, other platforms are there or not. Like that way, your keen observation is going to help in science. And after the keen observation, the help of questioning, then the real progress towards textbook as well as every subject is going to happen. This is about science. What are the prerequisites for arts? Particularly in arts, technically in psychological term, what we call cognition and knowledge. These are the two prerequisites. What are these? In simple words, learning new things, learning fast, and expressing these things, writing these things in your own words, which is very, very important for art students. If you don't inculcate this in next 3 years, the whole of your education will be leading to a classic degree, but won't lead to a good career. Keep that it is in mind, and then start right from today. So, again, I'm just repeating, a science student asking questions with keen observation is the basis of our next 3 years, and learning new things, learning fast, as well as expressing these things in your own words is the basis for art students. If art students ask some questions, doesn't matter, they should ask. But that is not a prerequisite. Okay? So let us proceed further. Usually what happens in any of the degree, what is the semester pattern, what are the subjects, this is my subject, I'm reading this textbook, the professor is telling you, the best of the professors are in Ferguson College, but I request everybody of you that you should at least interdisciplinary attach something to your own subject. But the point very clear, तुमचा डिग्रीचा जो विषय असेल त्याच्या जोडीला बरोबरीने एक विषय ऍडिशनल तुम्हाला समजून घ्यायलाच पाहिजे. If you don't do it, you'll get a degree either in physics, either in computer science, either in mathematics, either in microbiology, but won't be able to complete the goal in your career. How and why? I'll just explain with the Corona COVID pandemic example. With the start of the COVID pandemic, what happened? the first preventive medicine people came into the picture. Treatment was not there. Still treatment is ready. At the same time, vaccines are not in the possible way. But same time, every day, there were various graphs presented in the papers, presented on the TV. Graphic representation of different figures was there, scientifically done with the help of computer. At the same time, statistical analysis was also done with the same thing. At the same time, what are the sociological impacts of this pandemic towards whole of the community? What are the psychological impacts towards the whole of the community? Whether community is putting up with the lockdown or not? Obviously, various subjects were involved in all this. Not only computer science, not only graphics, not only design, not only statistics, mathematics, sociology, at the same time psychology, and state government and central government, that which rules to be applied, why to be applied. Obviously, the political science was the key holder of ruling whole of the pandemic lockdown period. So this is a simple example, completely interdisciplinary learned as such. After that, subject-wise, we'll start with what are the careers in each subject. If you learn something interdisciplinary along with, at the same time, you have to be aware of what is happening around. So, if you take simple mathematics, most disliked subject by me, I always say there are two types of people. Those who understand mathematics and those who don't understand mathematics. I belong to the other category. So obviously I am just नफरत नाही, पण मॅथमॅटिक्सचा वापर कसा करायचा या सगळ्याच्या संदर्भात. So mathematics is a great help, but at the same time, some programming, some computer science, some little bit of statistics must be learned along with the mathematical situations. If you learn something about geography, if you are interested in the geography, then mathematics plus geography can lead you to geoinformatics. Obviously, there will be a good career. With mathematics, the best one is teaching. At the same time, doing personal tuitions. At the same time, some research work in computational mathematics. These are the careers related to mathematics. Statistics comes along with it. Statistics is obviously a subject which is needed everywhere, right from medical, right from research, right from computers. At the same time, next year most probably the population, what they say, population count will be there next year. For that, statistical analysis will be most important in school. So, statistics per se is an isolated subject, but in the statistics, Indian Statistical Institute, if you complete your master's in Indian Institute of Statistical Sciences at Calcutta, you can enter into the Indian Statistical Services or complete the graduation and start with any of the NGOs or any of the research institute, helping their data to be statistically compiled, analyzed, and some conclusions drawn about it. Third department, my mind is electronics. I am coming the round other way because the basics, physics, chemistry, botany, zoology, and microbiology, mainly towards research, completing BSc, with 70% completing MSc, with the same percentage and then going for doctorate to do research in all these sciences. So I am saying electronics, which is included as an electronics BSc department as such in the Ferguson College, and department. Basically, electronics is very much needed nowadays in IoT, Internet of Things, that is called what? IoT means in your mobile, there are many more apps. At the same time, embedded technology has entered into everywhere. With this help, if you complete your BSc along with all this technology, not just playing with mobile, but understanding the techniques of mobile, and understanding the total computer, at the same time various gadgets in your home, not just talking about Alexa हे कर, Alexa ते कर, याच्यावरचे jokes नको, but how Alexa works, if you understand that, then the electronics department is going to lead you to a classic career. At the same time, electronics leads to solar energy, solar cells, different types of communications. If you complete your masters in the same subject, that is telecommunication, and then get into a classic area of coveted careers as such. Electronics in India, there are two types of people. The way I talk to you about mathematics, those who like mathematics and those who don't like mathematics. In electronics, there are two types of people. 80% of the community just end up into manufacturing or screwdriver technology, what they say. So assembling, creating various assemblies and bulk manufacturers of TVs, whiteboards, refrigerators, washing machines, etc., etc. But the real technology starts with the incubation center, innovation center. Most of the world-class companies, their incubation or innovation centers are in India, right from Microsoft to General Electric, right from various mobile companies, classic good companies. Their R&D departments are located in Bangalore. You can enter there after MSc and complete your PhD while working here in the R&D department. Along with electronics, or along with statistics, or along with mathematics, little bit of programming language is a must. I still not come to the computer department. All three senior persons in computer department are sitting on the right side of me. They are arranging all this seminar, but you have to learn at least one language related to computers. There are two streams in computers. One stream goes towards C, C++, is ASP, Z2E, like that way, and another goes towards database, that is Oracle, SQL, or recent languages like Python or something. You focus on one language in your 3 years, learn basic of any of these languages that is going to help you in the long term, lifelong, though you are in mathematics, statistics, or computers. It is not very difficult because MOOC or Coursera courses are available on Saturday, Sunday, or at free time with you. Pay one, join some small course, complete that course, you'll get a certification out of that. And with that certification, obviously, there will be a value addition to your degree. And with that certification, you can crack any interview into a good company. Another way, after completing BSc Electronics or BSc Statistics or BSc Mathematics, Masters in Computer Application course entry is available for any of these students because they have taken mathematics at 12th level and completed with good marks. So obviously, if they complete Master of Computer Application, but they could not achieve at the 13th, 14th, 15th level, that is graduation level. They can definitely enter into IT. That means their dream going to San Jose or minimum at Hinzavi, Karadi or Kalyani. So obviously you can think in these terms also. After that comes next department. In science particularly, the hardcore department I will say, that is physics. Physics is really a tough nut to crack. Some people understand physics completely and they like it. There are various opportunities like astrophysics, various types of physical apparatus creation, R&D as such. Whatever used in various labs or whatever used in various hospitals, the classic technology is created by electronics plus physics people. MRI machines, scanning machines, ICU apparatus, X-ray machines, all these are physics related apparatus and which are most needed nowadays. So if you complete your physics degree, there is an entry point as a maintenance person, as a what I will say, marketing person, or if you complete your masters, then you can work as an R&D person. If you complete your PhD, you enter into real physics world. There are various subjects in physics. I did not elaborate like this level, but you know all 6 topics which were told in 12th standard, that is light, correlation in the PhD level, and then you can do a classic career in physics. As I said, some interdisciplinary subject must be associated with physics. Just we discussed about mathematics. With physics comes obviously chemistry. Why chemistry? Because there are elements, and with these elements, when the elements are mixed together, then the chemistry starts. Understanding of a little bit of chemistry while learning hardcore physics definitely gives a complete career access to you after just graduation. And if you like, then you can proceed for master science. In chemistry, the same way, you should be aware of what is happening around. If I ask any of the students right now listening this webinar, I don't know how many are listening, but a simple question. 2 days before, आपण गणपती विसर्जन केलं. त्या गणपती विसर्जनाला यावेळेला कॉर्पोरेशनने 150 टन अमोनियम बायकार्बोनेट वितरित केलेलं होतं. बरोबर ना मॅडम? आता माझ्या प्रश्नाचं उत्तर तुम्ही स्वतःच्या मनाशी शोधायचं. ते उत्तर असं आहे की अमोनियम बायकार्बोनेटच्या पाण्यात गणपती टाकल्यावर त्याचं काय काय प्रोसेस झाली. If you are not able to do this simple thing, then your awareness and chemistry is only for the sake of degree that you keep in mind. All these things are very much essential just to understand chemistry, what is happening around. So many students come to me at various levels. One student I asked a simple question. Pune Corporation takes the potable water, what it uses. Simplest answer was chlorine. Chlorine has been stopped for usage of Pune Corporation, or for that matter any corporation in Maharashtra, for last about 20 years. And still you are uttering the chlorine word. Why you should be selected for a job? So career means not learning textbooks, not getting but understanding what you have learned during your 3 years period. And for that period, चला नाक कान डोळे उघडे ठेवा किंवा अवेअरनेस वापरा असं म्हणतो, त्याला सुरुवात करायची तुम्हाला सायन्सच्या सगळ्या मुलांना, आर्ट्सच्या मुलांना सुद्धा करायची, त्याच्यात काहीही शंका नाहीये. पण पर्टिक्युलरली अबाउट सायन्स, the chemistry person, the microbiology person, the botany person, the zoology person has to be aware what is happening around them. In the Ferguson College campus, there is a classic botanical garden. Unless otherwise the lecturer takes you there, punishment never enters there. You should be acquainted just going to the dharma technique, at the same time observing what is around, what is labeled scientifically, as well as labeled with its colloquial names. In the Corona times, the immunity boosters are most of the medicinal plants described in Ayurveda, which are around you. And around you, there are various things. आराधनासलेली दिवस असते, तिथपासून सुरू करतो, आल्यापासून सुरू करतो. आणि या सगळ्याच्या संदर्भात अवेअरनेस आपल्याला पब्लिकला वाढवायला पाहिजे. नर्सरी बाग असेल, बरीचशी बाग असेल, what is name of that plant? That is the most important thing. Otherwise, the textbook and the whole of the academic part of the curriculum will be classically taught in your college by your professors. I have no doubt about it. But if you are not aware of these things, then what should be done with you will be a most big question in front of the industry. From the backside of the Ferguson College gate, that is IMDR's gate, if you go further and further, there is one classic research institute, that is Agarkar Institute, which does particularly botany research related to botany. So many things are happening there for the last about 50 years. You have a good scope going into there during your 3 years botany tenure and learning something what is happening there. Obviously, if you are interested, then definitely you can enter into research work in botany. Otherwise, after botany, forest department, yes, at the same time, medicinal plantation at various farms. These are the various types of careers related to agri. Some courses in agri you can complete along with and then enter into that. With zoology, obviously in the zoology there are limited careers just after BSc. But if you complete BSc, along with awareness, along with some interdisciplinary learning, then you may become an employable BSc zoology graduate. I'm not discouraging those who are thinking about zoology to be taken because the decision will be taken in the 15th standard, not immediately. This year you learn because most of the students, those who are left mathematics, they are taking CBZ2, chemistry, botany, zoology group. Those who got microbiology, I'm going to talk about them. But with zoology, you have to be very careful about what is happening around you, that is in the seas, what is the fishery, at the same time what are the zoos, what was the behavior of various domesticated as well as the other animals. If you learn this, acquire this, then there are some postgraduate courses or interdisciplinary learning courses at master's level. Any of the botany, zoology, microbiology student can go for these courses and get a classic career entry point after their masters. Next is microbiology. It's a really vast subject. But at the same time, stopping just at graduation level or stopping just at master's level becomes ridiculous. You have to study microbiology in depth, and if you complete your PhD, so later, while working after masters, with some NGO or some research organization, then the real entry into microbiology starts. Healthcare sector, hospital sector, cancer research sector, these are the real sectors where microbiology is going. Then next, the classic sector is pharmaceuticals. In the pharmaceuticals, dealing with microbes, dealing with viruses, attenuating both and creating vaccines, these are the areas in microbiology particularly. And obviously with microbiology, these people are needed everywhere. To listen my sentence very carefully, they are needed everywhere. Because right from potable water up till the most infected effluent which is drained into the various streams of rivers, what action should be taken on these effluents? These are through microbes. Even pollution of the air via microbes, how to control it? These are the basic awareness as well as alarming areas of microbiologists all over the world. Particularly in the corona area, that is COVID-19 area, microbiologists were on the demand all over the world, but they were not enough available with the quality. So you can decide career into microbiology, but target going till PhD. That is the prerequisite for microbiology as such. We discussed mainly science careers, physics, chemistry, botany, zoology, microbiology, as well as mathematics, statistics, as well as electronics, computer science. Computer science, particularly BSc computer science, gives you 50% of the hardware and 50% of the software. Am I right, madam? So 50% of the hardware, you can enter into hardware technologist with giving various certification courses. And you can be called as an engineer, which you are definitely forgetting about. So you can be a Microsoft or a Red Hat or a Cisco certified engineer after BSc working with any hardware company. What is hardware? In simple words, if an IT company is having 7-story building, for every floor there will be a hardware engineer working there round the clock in 3 shifts because they don't afford any computer not working even for a minute. System collapse, system integration, system connectivity, network engineers, these are the buzzwords after these certifications. And classic salaries or even foreign opportunities are available after BSc Computer Science. Otherwise, give the entrance to qualify for MSc Computer Science and enter into MSc Computer Science, which is equivalent to BE Computer Science or BE IT. Don't get your heart loose because you did not join an engineering college this moment. Any of the BSc graduate or a BSc Com Science graduate can enter into MCA or MSc Computer Science after graduation by competing with so many students and getting into prime institute. Obviously, he will get a campus interview package along with foreign trip assured. So this is the way ranked via hardware. Otherwise, if you are thinking about you are good at software, after BSc, I request you not to go directly to MSc. Go for a small early company just to customize various products, develop some products, understand what is computer as such, prepare for the entrance examination from the prime institute, and then go for computer science, or there is a way out. For MBA IT, if you complete it, then managerial post into the IT company, you can definitely achieve. So, computer has two various divisions as such after BSc. One is hardware, we talked about it, and another is software. But after BSc, computer itself, you can't enter into software, that is optional. And entry into software is a very limited one, even for engineers. So think at least twice before targeting your target as a software engineer. Okay. So after computer, there are two departments remaining related to particularly science, that is geography and geology. Geology is a classic department and geography is a universal department. Why I am saying the deeper and deeper below the earth you go, geology starts interesting in various terms. Underground water, underground oil, then at the same time underground various minerals, how to dig it out, how to utilize them, how economically they should be taken up, how various dams should be built. At the same time, what should be the foundation of these dams. These things are just taught at the basic level at BSc Geology. There is no need compulsorily to go for MSc Geology, but after BSc Geology, if you work with various internship programs, attending various companies, seminars, you can understand that. And then if you still want to have a postgraduate degree, you can definitely go. Otherwise, there is a job waiting for you after BSc Geology. Geography, per se geography, there are various subjects included in degree level. Medical geography, crop geography, like that way, then meteorology. Every subject leads to particularly geographical masters in the same subject. But going for the masters and getting into classic career is rather difficult. So, सध्याचा आत्ताचा ट्रेंड काय आहे, माझ्या समोर बसलेल्या कोणालाही काही अडलं, तुझं लोकेशन काय, मी तिथे पोहोचतो. शॉर्टेस्ट रूट कोणचा, लवकरात लवकर जाणार रूट कोणचा, गुगल आंटीला विचार, गुगल आंटी सांगेल ते ऐकायचं, आपलं डोकं चालवायचंच नाही. So this way you can enter into a classic mapping company with a course in geoinformatics after BSc, which has become a standard thing during last 10 years. Otherwise, those who are really interested in geography, there is a long way, particularly way. After completing your masters, then you have to develop some specialties and then think of employability. Otherwise, there is no scope, particularly in teaching as such, as well as what to do with a geography student is a question in front of the industry. So, basically, geology is an interesting subject, but attachment to that. Geography is a very simple subject, attractive subject, unless otherwise you handle it with care, with interdisciplinary learning, you can't enter into good career about it. I think most of the science subjects we have covered. Okay, if something remaining, you just remind me. Then I'll go through some attractive careers which have been started, particularly in Ferguson College. First and foremost in animation, that is here for more than 10 years. Next is design, at the same time mass communication. But these courses do, and just in simple way, because Most of the students have taken admission into all these three departments due to attraction. Attraction म्हणजे काय? रणवीर सिंग चांगला आहे, दीपिका छान दिसते, म्हणजे ते कसं काम करतात आणि त्याच्याकरता किती कष्ट घेतात त्याच्याबद्दल माहिती असल्याशिवाय उपयोग आहे का? नाही. So in animation particularly, after the BSc animation course, you just understand what is animation. You are going to learn particularly in that department, but for your general information as such, everybody must have seen, everybody of you must have seen the Balbhim or Balganesha in your childhood days, or that full long film of 2 hours and say about 20 minutes. The cost of the film was not less than 3 lakh rupees per minute. And 20 animators were in the whole of the film. So this much of particular work, testing work, dedicated work, मान मोडून काम करावं लागतं. एवढं एक वाक्य ज्यांना मराठी समजतं त्यांना पक्का लक्षात येईल. Otherwise, dedication is needed in animation. आता मला याचा कंटाळा आला, आता मला हे आवडत नाही असं चालत नाही. At the same time, the speed is most important. Same type of work given to 4 or 5 persons in the team who completes that work in fastest time gets a promotion. Obviously, his career track is on the fast. And those who take small time, obviously there is a limit to their careers. So animation more attractive, the speed must be increased. At the same time, what is most important, your sense of joy, your sense of colors, your sense of appreciation, and most important is creativity from you is very much important for you to complete the animation course. विशाल सिंह कैसा चल रहा है? सुधांशु कैसा चल रहा है? ठीक चल रहा है ना? क्योंकि आपका ही चेहरा मुझे दिखाई दे रहा है, इसलिए मैं आपको पूछ रहा हूँ. Okay, thank you. So in animation, creativity is most important. I quote a simple example about it. In old days, when Doordarshan started animation films, if some elephant is there talking to somebody like a lion or something, only his face will move or his tail will move. Like that was that. But in older times, when world is there, all of the body language of the mouse was moving. This is the real animation. So the real animation was say classic animated film was Avatar. You see Avatar at least 10 times to enter into animation and then understand. Otherwise, you will end up into the Balganesha or Balbhim level as such. So please understand what is happening with various films. Don't get engaged into Star Wars. Star Wars or Endgames are the most like pictures of your generation. I understand. But the problem lies, these are VFX, not the animation. VFX is a different entity, have to be done after BSc animation. Just some interaction during the animation is given for VFX. Next is mass communication. In the evening, the mom or grandmom is stuck up with the screen with various serials, and you are stuck up with some movie. Both start with titles, and both of the titles, what work is to be done in every title is taught in the mass communication course. I'm just summarizing this thing. It's not exactly the same thing, but if you complete this course, you can start with story, then dialogues, photography, camera, editing, director, acting, and you can be master of all, not master of all, jack of all, but then later you can be a master of one of them, which area you want to be. So this is about mass communication. And third one particularly is in design. Design courses are there. Jagannath Rati Institute at the end of Ferguson College, though it's a vocational institute, they are running various courses, interior design, fashion design, as well as jewelry design. All these courses give, but again the basis is creativity and work with your finger skills. If you have all these things, then obviously you are going to enter into a good career just after your vocational course or even a master's course of mass communication or animation. Most important in all these creative careers is observing various classic things related to performing, related to visual arts, related to various exhibitions of drawing. At the same time, you can do a course in photography, which is 50-year-old course in Ferguson College run by how to handle digital camera, video camera, video shooting, and then obviously you are going to enter into a baseline career of various things related to any advertising company or a creative company or even a channel. So these three plus vocational careers are related to this. Most of the time it's spent related to science. I'll come in short, within 10 minutes I'll cover arts. I always say arts has a classic career in waiting unless otherwise you love arts and your subject. Who is running India? Who is running Maharashtra government? Who are sitting at the UN? All these people are humanities people, that is arts people. Indian economy has its lowest 23.9. Those who are thinking about economics but don't know this figure will not enter into a career via arts. Same time, what is depression? What are the psychological problems? I'm not listening to Sushant Singh case daily basis. What is happening on the channels? What is happening in the investigations and learning out of it psychology? They will not end up into a good psychologist as such. Same way, sociology. What are the sociological impacts of lockdown? What happened to the migrants? You must be able to write down something classically or in your own voice. Where I started, cognition and knowledge is a must for any art student. So in this week, what I wrote in my own words, maybe political science, maybe sociology, maybe psychology, maybe economics, and on top of it, the philosophy department belongs to. Philosophy is morality in everything. आपण भ्रष्टाचाराबद्दल बोलतो, नैतिकतेबद्दल बोलतो. UPSC करता त्याच्या संदर्भातला एक वेगळा पेपर असतो हे आपल्याला माहिती सुद्धा नसतं. हे जर लक्षात घेतलं तर त्या सगळ्या संदर्भात आपल्याला philosophy even can be a good career, but those who really love जाता जाता करण्याचा तो विषय नव्हे. किती मुलांनी घेतलाय मला माहिती नाही, पण ज्यांना घ्यायचं आहे त्यांना ज्ञानेश्वर, तुकाराम, रामदेव, अरिस्टॉटल, प्लेटो, सॉक्रेटिस या सगळ्यांच्या संदर्भात निदान एक प्रत्येकावर आपल्याला पानभर तरी लिहिता येते का? हे जर पानभर लिहिता येत नसेल then critical page is required for all this period. हे जर सगळं झालं तर आर्ट्स मधल्या मेजर ह्युमॅनिटीजच्या सगळ्या विषयांच्या संदर्भातले कव्हरेज कम्प्लीट होत जाईल. We started with political science, Political science is related to politics, political economy, political various ventures, sociology related to politics, politics entering into economics, interdisciplinary, all four subjects are to be learned by the students, and particularly psychology is not a just subject I just mentioned in Marathi. मला गप्पा मारायला आवडतात तर मला काउन्सिलिंग करायचंय म्हणून मी सायकॉलॉजी घेतो किंवा घेते अशा स्वरूपाची मुलं मला भेटतात त्याला मी भावडेपणा म्हणतो. हे सगळं करण्यासाठी ह्युमन माइंड अंडरस्टँडिंग करायला तुम्हाला वय 25 पर्यंत शिकावं लागतं, समजावं लागतं आणि ते सोडून नाही त्या मनातल्या आपल्या कल्पना काढून टाका. Another most important thing of psychology is career counseling as well as education. Still various attitudes, personalities, capacities, and entering into HR community. Human relations department, HRD department is belonging to every industry. After completing your psychology, to understand psychology, give entrance examination to Tata Institute of Social Sciences. There are various courses in that institute at Devnar. And after completing any of these courses, the classic career related to psychology starts with. Rest remaining and most important, who invited me is department English. English is necessary everywhere. But English can be learned in both ways, as a literature and as a medium. As a medium, if you want to enter via English, obviously your articulation must be perfect. At the same time, grammar is needed and communication is must. So articulation, grammar and communication, these three things are very much interesting. During BA, you can learn some small courses about content writing, blog writing. Don't create only poems, don't write only poems because I like it. Give that poem to some of your friends. Read that poem in front of a group of friends and they enjoy, then you are really poet. Otherwise, keep that poem book set for yourself and try various things. Obviously, advertising, journalism, mass communication, all these courses can be achieved after BA English. If you go to Ranare Institute, which is next door to Ferguson College, complete some foreign language course into it. So, as a translator from that foreign language into English can be a simple medium which you can achieve a classic career, even go to Delhi and complete the course in that particular thing. Jawaharlal Nehru Institute, which is a renowned institute for translators and interpreters. So obviously, which language to use, you can choose. In the 3 years, any foreign language needs 6 levels: A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. After completing all levels along with your degree, either on Saturday, Sunday, or evening courses as such, you have enough time to complete one foreign language. And if you are really struggle enjoying student, then think about Mandarin or Japanese, which are very tough languages. To start with, 1,000 students start with these two languages, but at the 6th level, hardly 9 to 10 reach that level. And unless otherwise you complete C2 level, there is no entry into career into foreign language. After entering into senior college, into language department, there is a craze to learn some foreign language simultaneously. But most of the foreign languages are learned via English from 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You must master your English in communicative as well as grammatic level. Though you may not be fluent with English speaking. Most of the students ask me a simple question: shall I join a personality development class or a spoken English class? Which is a fertile question. Start thinking in English, start expressing in English, start communicating about your daily routine in English. Obviously, you will be fluent in English within say about 1 year. Absolutely no difficulty about it. But exactly the other way is that you join the class, you finish the class, and after 1 month, everything is forgotten, and then again you start your own language. So think about it. So personality development and spoken English classes are not needed for a Ferguson student at any level, right from 11th standard till graduation or even post-graduation level. Anything which is expressed in particularly grammatic, articulated way, written in the paper, there is a good way. Marathi, obviously, the own language, पण मराठीतल्या सगळ्या छटा आपल्याला कळतायत का? जात्यावरची ओळी बहिणाबाईंनी सांगितलेली जर आपल्याला समजत असेल आणि त्याच्या संदर्भात तुकारामाच्या अभंगाबद्दल सुद्धा जर विचार करता येत असेल आणि त्याच वेळेला मित्रांनी कचकून दिलेल्या एखाद्या शिवीचा अर्थ सुद्धा सांगता येत असेल तर मराठी कळतंय असं समजायला हरकत नाही. इतिहास, it's a good subject, but learning only history, learning only modern history, ancient history, global history, or world history has no meaning. Which is contemporary history and an intermingling of these things related to the subject. The answer is not known to anybody to enjoy. So, those who want to learn इतिहास or history, साधीशी गोष्ट आहे. आजच्या पेपरमध्ये